the same. With every find we're cleaning, leaving nothing but the earth. Magnetic North Adventures, discovering our world.
Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Adventures. That's a nice church. You know what that means, folks. Who's that?
Hello?
Simon.
Yeah.
Paranormal time.
It's that time.
So, I'll just show you a bit of history of where we are. Hi Bradfield. We're right on the edge of the Sheffield Derbyshire area. We've got all this here. That's the watch house, which is what I'm going to show you in a moment. 1832. Some more information. Old post office, formerly an inn. 1835. Bradfield Parish had a workhouse. There we are. There's the information. Got Bailey Hill, which was an old castle site. The Old Horns was built in 1830. So there's lots to see in this area, but we haven't got time for all that today. Just so you can see roughly where we are. So this here, the Bailey Hill, was one of Sheffield's earliest castles before the city centre was built. And then just down there, the edge, there was another one just there. So you've got old buildings like this one, and it zooms in. You've got date stamps, and this is the Old Horns Inn, 1830s. And then just up there, got churchyard and church, a very old church, and the old watchtower. And just here, got something nostalgic in England, a VR post office box. And that's actually a post office box from the 1880s, Queen Victoria. And it's still used. So that's a nice little feature to see. So to all my subscribers, new, old or just visiting, welcome. It's very much appreciated that you're all here. I do like to read comments, and if you click that like and subscribe button, you'll be able to follow exactly what goes on as well. So yes, we're going to do a bit of a walk around, and then we'll do a bit of a video on paranormal. So it's damaged, but this is where the old stocks used to be, and slots at the bottom for your legs to go through, slots at the top for your arms. So that's the old watch house. Got this street up the side, and then this here. Oh, we've just missed the Harvest Festival, but we're at St Nicholas, Bradfield, and this is High Bradfield where we are. You've got the old footpath going down that way, took you down into the other area and the farms at the bottom. So just coming in, the graves have been reused as part of the footpath. Yeah. We've got 1741 just over there, 1763. So they're very old. We've got a lower part of the cemetery here, got a beautiful church which I'll show you, and then we've got the upper part of the cemetery. And just here we've got not the porter cabin but we've actually got the watchtower house, and that was to stop people from stealing the bodies for medical science. Now, I don't know where they are, folks, but in here there are a number of graves from the Sheffield floods as well. But look how beautiful that weather is. You wouldn't think it's October, would you? This has been a very long walk, but it's been worth it just to bring you this journey. And just over there, that square plinth, that's a grave for a cremation. Not seen one of them before, but we've got beautiful gargoyles just here. Oh, there they are. That's beautiful. And just here on the drainage bit, 93, that's to be 1893. You've got gargoyles, you've got guardian faces. Now you've got this memorial bench here, but right on top of a gravestone. I've got a funny feeling that's going to get some very active areas in a bit. So I've never seen that done before either. But here, folks, we've got a very early one. I can't actually read it, but 1683 is on that one. And the one at the side that's faded is 1687. So those are very, very early graves. And then just here, 1843. Oh yeah. So this one again is unusual. With the body of Joseph Beaver, who died, but there's no information. So we don't know how old Joseph was, where he died, where he's from. We just know Joseph Beaver was died and buried here. And just over here we've got this one, Esther Ferry, or Esther Flex, buried May 13, 1742, age 7. So there's a bit more information on that one. Got a 1926 one there, but again, that's just unusual on that there's no information. And there's another one here, just an initial, J and E. So are these victims of the Sheffield Great Flood from 1864? It's unknown now, but look at that beautiful area. You've got to say that these that's in this cemetery have certainly got a beautiful spot to rest over. So this one here, 1685, Josiah Taylor of Worrell, so he's from the village just below here, 13th of November 1685. Yeoman who depart this life the 19th of November 1743 as well, and son in 1720. So there's quite a few family graves there. We've got another family memorial grave here, or several graves. Again, they're from the 1680s. They'd have been quite important people. We've got a 1690 there, 1684 there. And just here, we've got an original stone coffin. This is a medieval coffin. Dates from before 1500. Stone lined coffin. As you can see, there's a hole in the bottom, and that would literally be for drainage. Some of these were often reused as drains and as water troughs. Very, very lucky to survive. And then here, we've got this door here, original English oak, and it reads, "I am over 500 years old, please close me softly." So you've got the old medieval and Tudor studs, you've got the old ironwork, but how beautiful is that? That's such a beautiful thing. We've got another memorial bench on another tombstone here. There's random graves over there, folks. We will have a bit of a walk around in a moment. And just from a different angle, you've got more gargoyles, 1893. Beautiful front door there as well. Got this one here, 1678. So you can tell just how old these cemeteries can be. And just of note, most people might not even show this, but I will. You've got an original 1870s boot and shoe scraper. So anybody walking from the lower village or the village here could actually scrape the boots and clean the footwear before entering the church.
One on the other side too.
And this one here as well. Now those are quite important features because they've survived world wars, they've survived the tests of time, and to me they are beautiful reminders of a social history. But look at that church door, very early square-headed nails and studs, original handle just there. I have actually found one of those magnet fishing before. And then we've got stained glass windows, the clock tower and the bell tower, and we've got a drainage at the top, 1933. So getting on for 100 years, folks. And then unusually we've got this here, which is a gateway out of this particular cemetery. But what they've done, they've used old gravestones as a stairway as well. Now this was also another way into the cemetery. So along this path here is where your coffins were brought. This here, which is now locked, is where your families and your mourners came through. So they'd come through this gate straight up into the church for the service, and then the coffin would follow in from where the flag is now, down past the church and in that main front door. And it's said that in days gone by as well, you'd sometimes have your coffin carry through that small door, and then you would exit through here, the main door, to your burial plot somewhere around here. Obviously Simon's filming as well, so he's going to be getting a video for y'all as well. But it feels peaceful here, folks, but we're going to see in a bit. Now let me tell you something. This is a total different atmosphere up here at night. Totally different. But if you would like a nighttime paranormal study up here, let us know. Drop it in the comments. And if we get enough people that actually want us up here at night time, we'll bring you one as well. A nighttime paranormal. But I tell you, we ain't going to be doing that walk in the night. And we ain't going to be staying out here for 2 or 3 hours. So let us know. We'll get a taxi and we'll do it that way. Got another nice grave here. That's the church, the clock tower, and the clock itself, 1867. Oh, that could tell some stories. Grave 1823. The tower, the church. So this is an unusual cemetery, folks, because we've got this lower half and then we've got this bit in the middle. We've got the upper half up there, and then we've got another cemetery at the back through this gate at the back here. Now there are Commonwealth War graves up here as well from soldiers, but I can honestly say I have never ever walked around and looked at every single tombstone, gravestone or monument. You'd literally need hours and hours up here for that. So this is sad news, very sad news. The grave is that old and weathered. It's such a shame that the grave has fallen to bits. That is such a shame. I hope that they replace that, or at least redo the letters. Joe Ibbotson, Eva Ibbotson. No other information. They again could be flood victims. The name does seem somewhat familiar. So if you look at the style of the graves, they are rather plain. So they've spent all the money on the monument itself, rather than actually decorating the graves. So up here we've got this graveyard tombstone, and I'm not joking, the name Ebenezer Crapper. Now that name is 1852, and in Sheffield, famous. You've got another one there. You might be able to read the tombstone better than I can, but they had a brickworks in the area, and a descendant of theirs was Thomas Crapper. And I've seen bricks that say Thomas Crapper, Locksley, Sheffield on them. So these are the ancestors of that family. Very important. Also designers of the flushing toilet. So as you come down, this is the older part. Church there. Fallen trees. And then got this new part of the cemetery, very new. Now there's graves up here, 2016, 1999, 2000, 2021. So out of respect for the families of the area, going to actually stay clear of this one, but it's just there. So you got the new, the old, the older, and then a monument at the top, which we'll go and have a look at. So we've got another cemetery there. There's a big war memorial up in the centre with the big cross on it. There's this gap, and very unusual, there's a further cemetery at the back, which I can't remember, to be honest, but we've got this here. So this area here is destined to be a burial ground at some point. Now, some of those graves are from 1940. There's one down there with a cross on it down that way, and that's actually unusual because it's 1993, and normally you don't get taller graves due to health and safety of that date. But what's the cemetery? Look over there, folks, that's where we are. So that white building, if you can just make it out, I'll zoom in for you. Right back there, right down there. Yep, that's it, folks, right down there. That actually used to be an inn at one time. So people used to stay there, and travellers used to have a good breakfast before continuing the journey. It's a long, long way away. We won't be going there today. So, two things of significance here, folks. I've just found a soldier's grave. I know because there's some poppies there. And it mentions Camp Borneo, age 24. There we go. And bless him, his original cat badge. Yeah. So 1945 he died. 19th of August 1945. Guildwell or Coldwell, I'm not sure. Oh, I've got some more information on this side. Here we are. So we've got some information, but yeah, this is Jim's grave and his cat badge. Some family members with him. But what is very unusual is this, folks, as well. It's an oak grave. Never ever seen an oak grave before. It's got a cross on it, but oh, I just don't know. Maybe you can see more than I can. Attercliffe, 1871. A wooden grave, 1871. I've never seen one of those before. I really hope that one day this person gets a stone put on and memory forever preserved. Now that grave has survived so long, it is showing the test of time, but that deserves a proper memorial.